So today we are going to finish our Frida Kahlo picture. I've got my flowers ready and you can see that those 4 flowers take up just a little bit less than half of my picture. She's going to have big flowers in her hair. So we are going to draw her face first. So I'm going to talk you through how to do this. I'm going to use a black pen so you can see it, but if you want to use a pencil instead, that's fine. So I'm going to go down and across and up for her face. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 lines across the top of her head like that to show the bottom of her hair. And I'm going to go around and draw 2 lines coming up to show where her hair is going to be piled up on her head with the flowers in the middle. You don't want to finish drawing that shape, you want to leave it like that. She often had a parting, call it a parting in the middle of her hair. So I'm now going to draw some lines coming from the middle to the edge just to show where her hair would be. Do that on both sides. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to draw her eyes. So her eyes are pretty much in the middle from the bottom of her hair to here, so about here. So I'm going to draw 1 line up, 1 underneath. I'm going to do that on both sides. Try and match them if you can, that's not always that easy. I'm then going to put a line across to show her eyelids. And I'm going to draw the iris, so that's that big circle inside her eye. Now you'll notice that you can't see all of the circle. That's because some of it is hidden beneath her eyelid. So just draw those 2 lines rather than a whole circle. And then I'm going to do a whole black circle in the middle. That is the pupil in her eye. And Frida, because we're doing a kind of cartoon picture here, so we're going to give her some eyelashes as well. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to draw the nose, and we're going to draw 2 lines coming down for her nose. We're going to draw it round at the bottom, and then we're going to go around here and round here to show where her nostrils would be. We're going to give a line in between the end of her nose and her chin for her mouth, the middle of her mouth. We're going to go up, down for her lips, and round at the bottom. Now Frida Kahlo is famous for her eyebrows. She had very big bushy eyebrows, so we're going to draw those in. So I'm going to put 2 lines for her eyebrows, going across above her eyes. And sometimes you might have noticed, looking at the video, she often had a bit of hair in the middle. So that's very Frida Kahlo to give her a few hairs in the middle of her eyebrows too. And then we obviously don't want to forget her ears. We don't want to forget her neck. Remember, like last time when we looked at drawing portraits, her neck, if we're thinking about the neck, I'm just going to change it, it's not quite the same size. We look at the middle of her eyes and we come down. So I'm going to look at the middle of this eye and I'm going to draw a straight line that comes out a little bit because my neck is going to join on with my shoulders. Again, straight line down. There we go. And I'm thinking about, she loved to wear bright colours. She often had big earrings, so I think I might give her some interesting earrings here. I'm going to give her, it's going to be the top of her dress. I'll draw some lines for her shoulders. Now remember, your shoulders are wider than your head. Don't make them too narrow. A few people have done that with the portraits we've been drawing already, so just don't have your shoulders too thin, keep them nice and wide. She liked lots of nice colourful clothes, so I might give her just a zigzag line there to show the top of her dress that she's wearing. Okay, what else? Maybe a few patterns on her earrings. These might be earrings that have kind of pieces cut out of them. So this is fun. You could design your own earrings that you think maybe Frida Kahlo might like to wear. Maybe she likes big flowery earrings. Okay, so that's her face and her hair. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be sticking the flowers into her hair. And all I want to do is just to finish this off before I colour it, is to look at the spaces and think, do I need to draw any more flowers too? So I'm going to draw a few lines. Actually, I'm going to stick them down first. That's going to make it easier. So put some glue on, Try not to get glue on your picture, that wouldn't be cool. And you want to stick the flower so it doesn't show where the line finishes. So I think I'll put the other pink, so the other spiky one over this side. You can see that I'm covering up there. And I kind of want to cover up here. So I think I will stick that one like that. And then we've got one more here. So this one's going to go at the top. Okay, and you can see that I've got a bit of space. So I'm going to put just a couple of lines to show where stalks might come from flowers. So I'm kind of having a bit of fun with this now. It's as if she's almost got some plants growing out of her head. And I could have a go at drawing different kinds of flowers there. These are a bit like the flowers that we call tulips. I don't want to draw over my paper flowers. So if something is in the way, if my paper flower is in the way, then I draw my lines as if the flower is behind. That's very important. I think I'll have a daisy type of flower here. So again, this flower is behind this one, so I just draw the bit that I can see. Don't draw over. I think we'll have another daisy type of flower here. And I think we'll have one more here just to balance that. I want to kind of equal on both sides. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some leaves to finish it off. Okay, and then I've got some space here. I'm going to draw a leaf there. I'm going to draw a leaf here. And I think I'm going to draw a leaf here. So you've kind of mixed together a few ideas here. We've got a plant, a kind of garden idea here with a self-portrait. It's a bit like we've got Frida Kahlo's self-portrait, like we had Kusama, and it's a bit like we have some Van Gogh inspired art at the top here. So a bit of a mixture of lots of different things. If you want to, you can think if you want to add smaller leaves and things in between. Have a little look if I've got any big gaps, maybe a little leaf there. I think I might just put a little leaf here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is colour in. So you can choose if you want to paint, if you want to add coloured pencil, up to you. So I think I will do a bit of a mixture actually today of coloured pencil and paint. Okay, I'm thinking because I've put paint here for the flowers, I think I'm going to paint the flowers in her hair, and I'm going to keep her looking different with coloured pencils. So I'm going to do that now, but I'll speed it up so you don't need to watch me do it too slowly. So something you may have noticed in lots of pictures and portraits is they have a background. It's not often just a white piece of paper. Sometimes people paint the background first before they do their design, and sometimes they do it afterwards. So what I thought we'd do today, because we didn't do this with our Picasso picture, is we would create a background for our Frida Kahlo picture, but we're going to do something simple. So we're not going to use paint. I can put the paint away. We're just going to use coloured pencils. I'm just going to turn my picture around to make it a little bit easier. And I'm just going to pick two pale colours, nothing too bright, just to give a very subtle background and something I think will match. In fact, I might choose three, and then I'm just going to do some simple stripes. I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm going to go pink, orange, yellow, and I'm going to keep repeating that. And like before, when we talked about drawing the flowers, make sure if you get to a place where there's something already there, like a leaf here, think orange, yellow. When I get to the next one, you'll see that don't draw over the leaf, stop and keep drawing the other side. So here I get to the orange. I don't want to draw over my flower, I don't want to draw over my leaf. So I'm going to stop, leave a gap, and then keep going. So you could do your stripes the same as me this way, or you might want to put them that way. But just something to give a hint of a background to make your picture look a bit more interesting and a bit more finished.